All right. All right. All right. All right. Good evening. Good evening. All right. So, y'all, green carpet is next weekend. Whoop, whoop. Let me do this. Oh, green carpet is next weekend. Next weekend. Who's going to green carpet? Drop a me in the comments. If you're not, and listen, you know what? Let me just figure out. Yes, us, both of y'all. Yes. Yes. Drop a me in the comments if you are going to green carpet. Here's the thing, guys. And I'm gonna tell you guys, like when it comes to events, and I'm telling you as somebody who's been here for 10 years, it is a non-negotiable. And I get it. Everybody has their reasons, and it may be valid for you. I'm telling y'all, but any type of corporate event needs to be a non-negotiable for you. Like just period. Like it needs to be so important that you will move stuff around in order to be there because it's literally something that's supposed to change the trajectory of your whole life. I do want to take a moment, y'all, since Lanisa came on camera and just give honor where honor is due. Y'all give Lanisa some love in the comments. Yes, we're so grateful for you and just being here and supporting us the way that you do, pushing us to be better. And so just want to give a little moment to honor you. It is not too late to go. You can still go to green carpet, and we still have room in terms of our team with lodging. So if you want to go, Kat, we can talk after this for sure. But I'm going to tell you guys, it is a non-negotiable. If you are serious about your business, you have to be as serious about the events attached to the businesses, because if you read a book called GoPro, which is what I give every new person that comes into my organization to read, the GoPro book, you know how important events are. Events is like the championship game of your business. Events is what takes people to the next level. Events is where people make the decision because of the high energy in the room. They make the decision to go the distance. They make the decision to be serious. They make the decision to make millions. They make the decision to be full time, even if they're not walking away from their job yet. They make the decision. And so events are imperative. And so we're going to talk about leading up to green carpet and what you should be doing now, the excitement that you should feel, and where you're going afterwards. But let's do this first. What, for everyone who's on here, and let's just be honest, especially those who are going, but just period. If you have decided and made up your mind that this business is going to change your life, do that. Drop a one in the comments. I just want to see what we're working with tonight. Who on here has decided that this is the way that their business is going to change their life? Who's made the decision? All right, so this is what we're going to do tonight. We are going to, and if you are somebody who often gets in your feelings, please don't volunteer because we don't have time for that tonight. Like, and I'm going to be blatantly honest with y'all. If you don't know who I am, sorry, introduction, Rachel Wiggum here. I'm an ambassador diamond here at It Works Global. Been here for 10 years, made a lot of money. Seen a lot of seasons in this business, seen every aspect, I guess you can say, when it comes to this business. God is still faithful, and I am still here. To God be the glory, working on my second million, okay, and everything else that God has for me. Going black diamond, that's who I am. So what I want to tell you guys about is I want to have a discussion about what it means to make up your mind, because actions speak louder than words, okay? And when you walk in this space of a made up mind, you move differently. And your made up mind is not based on someone else making up their mind. Period. It's not based on who becomes your customer. It's not based on who joins your team. It's not based on anything other than you. Period. And so I would love, yes, triple diamond within 12 months from now. Earning tech. Come on, Faith. I feel that. Yes, let's go. But okay, here's the thing. So let's talk about what it means to have a made up mind and how you are going to allow your made up mind to push you through green carpet through the end of this month and through the end of this year. So what does it mean to have a made up mind? What does that mean? What does that mean to make up your mind? What does that mean? Now all y'all done put this one in the comments. I'm gonna need y'all to know what a made up mind means. You can just unmute.
I'll hop in. Hey y'all.
All right. Hey.
So to make up my mind for me
Oh,
is
sorry.
to be consistent, to push forward no matter what. Even if I don't see what I want to see, I'm still remembering what he showed me. So even if I don't see the distributors, the customers coming in like I want to, I still remember how he told me he was going to promote me and elevate me. So keeping my belief focused on what God said and not what I see in the natural is the biggest thing for me. It's consistently posting message and following up, asking for host to post, getting blocked, and then going somewhere else, putting a reel up, just continuing to pivot, and being consistent with that no matter what. Like if I get blocked in Facebook messaging, okay, put a reel up of me working out, like just continuing to do the things and knowing that I'm still planting seeds. Like, because I'm still planting seeds, I have to reap a harvest. And I'm keeping that mindset in the forefront of my mind. Like, I'm planting, so I'm going to reap. It's out of my control when the reaping happens, when the harvest happens, but it's my capability and it's under my control how I sow. So that's what it means to me.
I love it. So pretty much, no, I would say what I'm hearing is the pivot game. Do you have a pivot game? Because sometimes pivot game is redirection. It's so crazy you brought up blocking because I was talking to Lenice about this earlier before you guys hopped on about getting blocked. I had a young lady, I don't think she's on right now, but I had a young lady, she decided to start, it's been a long time since she sent messages, and she decided to send some messages to her friends. It was about 60, 70 messages, and she got blocked immediately. And I was like, all right, so now it's time to pick up the phone and let's make some phone calls. And we just did a presentation maybe an hour ago with one of her friends. Okay, a friend that had never been a part of a presentation before, and she wants to get the gut health pack. So something, and the crazy thing about it, y'all, is that sometimes we send all those messages, and I'm not saying don't send messages, but sometimes you send all those messages and you get nothing. Where if you picked up the phone, you would get a sign date. You would get, and I know, Robin, that's something that you do all the time. And so, talk about. I'm gonna let somebody else go, and then I'll come back to you about what kind of pivots you actually make. I know you gave some examples, but just to be a little more specific. So, who else? What does it mean? What does it mean for you? Which one of y'all like I'm all in, but I don't even know, because that's what I'm feeling. I'm all in, but I don't even know what all in mean. I'm just here. I'm just trying to give it everything that I got. Y'all okay? I'm gonna need y'all to take y'all products, okay? Cause I don't feel good, but I'm in here today. Y'all quiet.
I'm gonna hop in here. Um, that's been me. Where it's like, look, look, I'm gonna show up as best as possible today and get it all I got, and then to have amazing mentors where they just like a coach, because I come from a sports background playing basketball, so I know that when you have the right coach and mentors, or even if you're listening to the right things, it pushes you because you actually have more in you to give than that you are actually giving. And so just and it I think Robin mentioned and talked about the pivot game. It's like, all right, it may not look the same as yesterday, but I'm gonna give it all I got. So let's say I'm still blocked, because that's been me. I'm still blocked. I'm making 100 calls today, and just doing what I need to do until I see what I know I'm going to see. But it also, I was going to mention earlier, was it's having those hard truths and talking to myself like, did you really give all you got? You expecting to see something, but whose expectation are you living up to? Are you living up to the expectation of other people? Or are you living up to the expectation of yourself and what you're expecting God to do? And so having those hard conversations with myself in the mirror and just like, I need to do more. So yeah.
It's really good, and it's crazy because you said that, Faith. I saw you. I gotta give you guys something, okay? And I'm praying that it frees everyone on here. I pray it frees you, like for real. And I pray that each and every one of you guys get so excited about where you're going, okay? Like, let me tell y'all, where's your chart? Where's everybody's chart? It really should be like in reachable. Like you should be able to reach it. Where's your chart? Is your chart full? Is your chart full? If it's not, how many people do you need to fill your chart? That's the first thing. How many people do you need to fill your chart? I think the biggest thing with social media, y'all, and this is just, I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, just walking in this place of freedom. But the biggest thing when it comes to your chart, the number one priority is to do what? Be structured. Have all your boxes filled. Have all the people in place. Here's the thing. You gonna have to just suck it up for who you chose for the month. Okay? Whoever you chose, that's who you rocking with. If you got a person in the emerald place and they giving half booty, well, guess what? You gonna rock it out with the half booty and figure out how to get the half booty to be a whole. Okay? That's what you're gonna do all month long. You're gonna figure it out. Your chart is your number one priority. So when I look at my chart, which is upstairs, when I look at my chart, so many times, and the steps to success for my team is 6 and 3. So we kind of do the old steps to success: 6 customers, 3 business partners, and then work with the 3 business partners. But at the end of the day, that's just to have fresh things coming in and out of your business. Like it's because in and out, because it's gonna go out. So you need to have that freshness still coming into your business. But think about this: if you have everybody in position, what are you focused on? What are you focused on?
The relationships.
Volume. But definitely the relationships. But the relationships is just a part of getting the volume. Your number one thing you are focused on is volume. That's it. Every day you wake up, you have a box, and you are strategically, through relationship. The reason why I'm saying through relationship is because you can host a post a box, but there is no connection to that. And what I mean by that, and I'm not even trying to be funny right now, and I'm just saying this is somebody who's done it in every aspect of filling a chart. When you sign people via host a post, they don't know you. They don't feel connected. They don't feel obligated. They could care less about your kids. They could care less about your bills. Did y'all get what I'm saying? Like, this is just their first interaction with you. People learn to love me over time. So they don't care if they stuff did turned off. They don't care if they stuff lapsed. They ignore you harder than anything else. Y'all get what I'm saying? But when you feel the volume based on a relationship, it's different. Who can have a party for you? What's the personal person who will do a host a post instead of you having a stranger do a host a post? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Where it's actually somebody who's connected. How can you feel this volume? How can you, the person who's there, if they're not functioning, how can you tap into their network? What's a strategic way to tap into that actual person's network? How can you get their people? Because then it's real volume. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So if you are structured, then in the midst of being structured for where you're going, because that's the first thing, where are you going? If you know bonuses are coming, if you know that, well, I don't know, whatever you're supposed to know. I don't know what you're supposed to know. Whatever you're supposed to know. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking too much. But if you know stuff is coming, if you know stuff is coming, then you know where you need to be. Y'all, I promise you, the lack mentality will have you in lack. Where your focus goes, grows. And so when I'm looking at my chart every morning, I'm like, all right, so who from your network can I get? Because this is yours. And I'm having straight up conversations with people. What I've learned and experienced is there's a lot of beating around the bush. There's a lot of fragility. Most people think people are fragile. Well, if they fragile, like, let them break. Did y'all hear that? Let them break. Because guess what? The potter wants to put you back together again. Okay, let the potter put them back together again, because they probably need to be broken anyway. Yeah, I am not being funny. I am being dead serious. Like I am seriously. I'm being very serious with y'all. People are not fragile. Stop treating them like that. If they get in their feelings, that's okay. That is a learning experience. That is a way to try to push them to the next level. That is a way to get them out of what they're in. You know, I told somebody today, y'all, on a coaching call, brand new distributor, I said, you're not going to like me, and honestly, I don't care. Like, I am not here for you to like me. I am here to help you make money. That's my job. And with my heart and the type of person that I am, I'm not about to hold back. I am not going to hold back from helping you make money. Because then what? I'm not doing my job. If I don't do my job, then I don't get what? Paid. What? Why would they pay me to not do my job? They're not. So, you cannot walk in a place of fear when it comes to your team. Who is that? Who is that for tonight? Who needs to get some hair on their chest? I want you to unmute.
So, can I speak right now? Rachel, you brought up a very great point right now, because many of us want to be put in leadership positions, but we don't understand what is required of a leader. And the best leader that I know in this world is that man called Jesus, who walked with us here on this earth. And I don't know about y'all, but I done read some stories where Jesus flipped over some tables because people weren't doing what he called them to do. And it wasn't lining up with the ultimate mission of his calling. So I think you have to decide, whose side are you on? Are you on your purpose side? Or are you on the side of allowing people just to feel comfortable? See, what Rachel was really saying to you is that when you understand that you were brought here for a reason and names are connected to you, if God put somebody under you, he obviously said this should be one of your babies. And I need you to look at it like that. If this was your child and you knew your child needed to be reprimanded because they weren't hearing you, would you keep kind of, okay, baby, all right, just do what you want to do? No, you're going to say, I feed you. You asked me to trust you. You asked me to take care of you. So you know what you're going to do? You're going to sit here and you're going to follow me. And if you don't want to follow me, maybe you shouldn't live under my roof. And that's okay. It's okay to say that. So I think you all need to go back and reevaluate what your purpose is. Because I'm going to tell you, my purpose here over It Works is to make sure that I help each one of you to become the best versions of yourself. And if that means sometime I got to step on your toes with a little love, because it's going to be love there, I'm going to say it. I'm going to tell you being lazy and you making excuses and you on your knees praying too much. And God is saying, get up off your knees, quit praying, go do some action. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that stop posting your life away. I'm going to do a training next week on posting. You know what posting really should be? And y'all know that I made it an acronym. Helping another person succeed. If you're really helping another person succeed, you can't do it the way we do host to post. Because you got to build and lead with love. And love is allowing you to do what Rachel just said. You got to know when to speak up. You got to know when to correct. And you got to know what? When to encourage. And you can't do none of that like this. All right, I'm through, Rachel. I ain't mean to go all the way.
Oh, go ahead. I saw you. Somebody, was that you, Portia?
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna just go back to your original question, which was what it means to make up your mind. And to me, what it means is to really embody those goals and those ambitions and your desires, to really like put it on you and like suit up in it. And I say this because Portia and I used to host a post away, like, you know, before November, before Thanksgiving, her dad passed away. And so I was like, host a post is not going to be for us, our like, for us, our system, I should say. And so we started doing webinars, and it was kind of like practicing, but then those built, and we now like have we partnered with other Sideline Sisters to do these webinars. And then we found out how Mariah Newsom was doing her thing to have that automated Facebook group system. So we did that and partnered up with some Sideline Sisters to run that. And then we expanded from that to when we got our newbies, we started creating their automated system for themselves. And so I only follow where God leads me. And with Lanisa's swag system, I do that. We do the swag. And so we schedule, once we get our newbie, we schedule 24 to 72 hours with our newbie. We get to know them. And then we start developing their story. And so that right off the bat, they get to know their story. And we work with them with it. And then we send them off to practice. And by the next Zoom, the second Zoom is when I tell them, all right, your job is to have your before and after, your before pictures, and to know your story. Because what we did with our lounge is we created a lounge for them called their practice session. So I know Erica, she's on here now. We created her practice session, and we pretty much have the kind of same setup with the videos, but it's Portia and I do the presentation, but they're on too, so they could tell their story in their practice lounge session. And so before they have their session, I teach them how to invite, or it's pretty much Lanisa's like setup, the inviting. So they're just inviting people into their lounge. They're not asking them to like sell. We tell them we're not trying to sell them. And the most important thing for them is to know their story, because like Lanisa says, it works as the expert. All you got to do is be the expert in yourself, really. And so we did Erica's practice session, and it was amazing. You know how you could like stream the Zoom on the Facebook, and then it stays there. So then that way they can continue to invite people into their lounge. And then we do like 2 more videos with the Perks member and the distributor, just in case they have questions. But we tell them we're not here to sell you. It's like that caution. Lanisa already has it, and we like just put our own twist to it. And so at the end, it's like, caution, we're not here to sell you. So it's really cute how we have it. And then Erica, she actually got her first customer through it. I was like, oh, she like sends me a screenshot, and it's like, look. And I was like, oh my gosh, she got a customer. And it was her aunt, but her aunt was on the Zoom, on the live, because they could also attend through the Zoom. And it was so awesome because she got her aunt like naturally got Slimming Gummies, Cleanse, and Keto Coffee. And we don't go over all the products, and we sure didn't go over Keto Coffee, but we went over the other 2. But the fact that she got her first customer through that, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like, it was just so, it was like, okay, this is the track we want to be on. And we don't lead with the host of post when we launch our newbies. They don't even get boards. I say, here's some invite pieces of information. Make sure you edit it to tweak it to your wording or how you talk, because if you don't say, hey babe, don't be saying that. And they know, and so like, so far we had 3 newbies recently, and they all got their practice session scheduled it. And it's just more fun because we not only tell their stories, but they tell their story too. And so it's a great way just to let them know, and right off the bat for them to get their story. Like, I think that's the game changer, because we've been in It Works for 8 years, but we never really led with our story because we did HAPS. So it's like a whole different feel, a whole different vibe. And it's so much fun too, because my background is in the performing arts industry. And so I get to just be myself and be silly and goofy, and like, it's just so much fun. And that's what I feel, what it means to make up your mind. Because when we first started webinars, it was like one person. And I told God, I was like, God, I just want multiple webinars where we're all like doing them and like, telling our story. I want more people to tell the story with me. And then God's like, here you go. And our newbies are like people who also experience health scares, which relates to Portia. And I'm like, whoa, like crazy. And then like she would tell me like, oh yeah, her person relates to me because I used to donate plasma, and her girl was just donated plasma the other day just to get groceries, and she was like interested because she related off of me. And just having those stories in place, the people could really relate to us. So man, this system, man, we own our system now. Like, we don't stray away. Like, I know like sometimes the corporate team like slams it HAPS, and sometimes it's like FOMO, but then I'm like, no, we got to stick to what we do best. Because and it feels like we work less too. I feel like I have more time
I don't mean to interrupt you, girl, because I know you can keep going. I know you, Portia. Hey, Portia, I know y'all, and I love you. But let me tell you what I hear you saying. You have finally started leading a ministry, not leading a business. And it's a difference. The business, yeah, y'all, that's what Rachel taught you. Better fill them box in. You better write the vision and make it plain. Because none of us do anything just to be doing it. Because the money gonna come, and you better prepare for it. And if you're not budgeting right now, you better start budgeting. Why would God give you more if you don't budget what you got? Hello? Don't wait till the money come. Some of y'all, that's why the money not coming, because you're not doing what you need to do with what you got right now. I don't know what it was for. That was for somebody. Because I didn't even know how that came out. But bottom line, what is happening is that you are leading. When you lead with ministry, the business bucket gets pulled up. It gets full. It goes to the overflow. And you are finally walking in your authentic truth. That's how you ended it. That's why it's so fun. That's why you could sit here and tell your system over and over and over. And that's why people are coming in and embracing it. Because what you did, yes, you got a system, but you also said, my system is not my system. I'm going to incorporate your story in this system. So now it's your system as you're doing through the practice team. But you know what, girl, that's duplicatable, because you know what they're going to do with their person? They're going to tell their person, here's my story, but we're going to incorporate your story into my story while you practice it. You see, that's why you having fun, because it's all about stories. That's the only reason y'all listen to me. That's why y'all like Rachel. Rachel got some stories for you, and she gonna bring it. And she gonna have some of y'all ears like, oh my God, did she just say that? Did she just say butt cheeks, all that? Yeah. That's why y'all listen to Ashley Mayfield, because you don't know what she gonna say. But you know why? Because they've learned to be authentic. And Portia and Bree, that's what y'all have done. And kudos to you. Kudos to you. Kudos. And that means that they're finally, let's go back and take it all the way back to the question. Their mindset had to be at a place that they're comfortable with who they are. They're not comparing what everybody else is doing. They're finally comfortable in their own skin. Somebody needs to hear that. Why are you comparing yourself? Why you think you got to show up like Betty Sue or Susie John to be successful? Why can't you show up as you? What about you ain't good enough? What about you? Because you loud? Well, maybe your loudness is supposed to be connecting to loud people. And us silencing your mouth, we done messed up your whole team. Okay? Maybe your goofiness was supposed to connect to goofy people. And we told you, don't be goofy, show up on the high reels all the time. Maybe we've just taken you away from your tribe. Find you, be authentic. All right, Rachel, you're back.
That's good. Find you, be authentic. That's good. Thank you for sharing that too. I tell you what, like, that's crazy to me that you said that, because the stories is how I built my business. And so to find out that we were so far removed from stories is actually pretty sad, because the stories is what creates the impact. And I think the biggest thing that I can offer, actually drop in the comments how long you've been in the business. Who do we have in here? Is it a variety, or do we have a lot of old heads in here? I think that, okay, yeah. So I think what happens is, once you get to a certain point of being in the business, you negate your story, and you can't do that. You
Can I,
cannot.
can I interrupt, Rachel? I know people joined in late, but if you can, Rachel started this out. Y'all, it's not only disrespectful to the people that take their time out to come and pour into you, for you to be off camera and they look at a blank screen, but more important, it's disrespectful to you, because this is your time to be blessed. And if you can't set aside enough time for you to be poured into, for you to build your ministry, then I need you to take some time and sit back and talk to God for a little bit. Seriously. Because you've got to learn to balance you. All right. I just have to
That's
say,
factual.
I see too many blacked out.
You know, I was on I was listening to a call earlier. I mean, a Jim Rohn.
I almost just want to click everybody off that I don't see cameras on, but I'm not going to do that. But I feel that way because it's rude, and I don't like it. And you need to, if you can't be on camera, say something in the chat.
Yeah, you communicate.
Okay? It's called grace, but don't just ignore it. Like you hear us and you're like, okay, I'm just going to stay off camera.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm there. That's just, we got to bring ourselves to a higher. This call is called Black Excellence. You wouldn't show up on your company Zoom like that. You would not. You would not. Y'all work for yourself. I am tired of us not calling excellence for ourselves. It's like we got to work for somebody else to be called to excellence. And you know what I want to say, but I won't go there. Come on now. If you want people to go to higher standards, you got to start it. And showing up on a Zoom, a business Zoom, without having your camera on, without an excuse, come on now. I'm sorry, Rachel. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not. Okay, go ahead.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. I think that is the call higher. And the thing is, like, when I think about Black excellence and I think about, us going to the next level, it just, like I said, I was listening to a call earlier today, and it was, he was saying, like, when people say they don't have time, you pretty much say, okay, you're right. Like, you're right. Because there is no more time. There's no more. The time you have is the time you have, period. And so when people say that, you can overcome the objection, but they don't care enough about changing their life. They don't. Because you will reprioritize your time. Now, we can go through the coaching methods of finding time. But I had told somebody the other day, I said, if your kid needed something right now, what would you do? Oh, I would find the time. Exactly. So you really don't believe this business will work for you. That's really what you're saying. You don't believe that it'll work for you. You don't believe that it's enough to make the time to do it. And that a lot of times has to do with your own self-worth or self-value, because why would you stay a part of something that you don't believe will really work for you? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you not prioritize and give the time for it? But I tell y'all, like, we do church online, and I have found myself, moving around during service, and I was like, that is so disrespectful. Because if I was in the building, I would not be moving around. I would be sitting down in service. So I need to sit my butt down at home and be in service. And that's that whole multitasking thing that you think is productive, and it's not. It's really not. When I'm getting on meetings, I'm going into my office or I'm going away from my children and I'm doing it. And sometimes things happen. So I'm not talking about the outliers, but you owe it to yourself. If you haven't read the book by Eric Thomas, You Owe You, I highly suggest going and getting it. But I need some people who got some, yeah. Do y'all know what that dog is? Y'all know what that is? That dog. That dog. Do y'all know what we do is so special? You are a part of a Christian-based, family-owned, debt-free company. Christian-based, family-owned, debt-free company. Like, the purpose and the mission that we have here is whole nother level. And like, I'm not even trying to be Mark Pentecost, but it's whole nother level. It really is. When people are connected to me, their whole life changes. I have a series on YouTube. It's called My Whole Life. Their whole life changes. Please tell me what you've ever been a part of, besides maybe your church, that has changed your whole life and paid you. I don't know of any, me personally, because they didn't care about my whole life. And so I think a lot of times people take that for granted, what you've been introduced to. I remember I used to get on calls and I would never even really be on the call because I was so concerned with what I could do in the moment, like who I needed to message or whatever, feeling like, and I wasn't able to really sit in and get what I needed from the meeting. That's church. Y'all ever been on church and be so distracted? If you watch Pastor Hannah, he when he feels it, he calls it out. He put your phone down. My pastor just did that on Sunday. Put your phone down. Talking about you taking notes. Boo, you need a notebook, okay? Put that phone away, because you are not. You will habitually, you will non-consciously start scrolling, opening up Facebook. Y'all know what I'm saying? And so I felt that. Like, I do. I felt that. It's like, how much do you respect what you really have in front of you? How much do you respect what you really have in front of you? That's good. Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. And then that's the thing. So on our squad, communication is key. So when you hop on a Zoom, I told you this. Like, and then this is odd because this ain't what we was talking about, but this is needed. Okay? Because if you're walking in the spirit of excellence, when you walk into a Zoom, you are walking into a room. And I tell my team sometimes, like, I see you. Like, hello? Like, you're not invisible. Like, what did you, I see you, I see you. You're not, you're there. You're there. Hello. You know what I mean? Like, you're not invisible. If you were to walk into a room, you would speak. Like, how would you walk into a room and not say nothing to nobody? But Zoom has made us so disrespectful and make it seem like it's normal to be disrespectful. Y'all get what I'm saying? And so, yeah, because eventually you'll be over here on the other side and you'll want people to communicate. Like, if I jump on a Zoom and I'm not going to share my camera, I'm there. I'm in the room. They see me. My name is there. I can say, and when you got ghost people on Zooms and you're talking about serious stuff, what you going to do? Like, you're going to remove them. Like, this space is not safe. It's not safe, So, anyways, that was good. That was good. I don't even know what to tell y'all, but other than that was good. And I hope we know that conviction is supposed to bring change. And when you feel condemned, that's not of God. And so there's a spirit that you're feeling that's not right. It's not right. Conviction should bring the change that you need. And shout out to everybody who turned your camera on. It's good to see y'all. We almost to 50% of cameras on. So shout out to y'all, and everybody else better be putting their kids to bed. All right, or on the toilet. I'm just playing. So yes, I have now learned to acknowledge why my yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So in these last few minutes that we have, let's talk about preparing for green carpet. Let's talk about going to the next level. Let's talk about making big moves when it comes to volume jumps. If you haven't gotten to the salon proposals, that's definitely something to get into. There are a lot of people, and I'm talking about actually going into salons. You can definitely hit up the hashtags on Instagram, but it's more personable to actually go into a salon opposed to or even doing a phone call or setting up a Zoom. And it'll also make you take yourself more seriously. Can I tell y'all that? It will, because you'll dress up and
Hey,
you'll come with a air of confidence. Y'all get what I'm saying? Um, and so I highly suggest, actually, I want all y'all to do a salon proposal before green carpet. All of y'all. I'll upload the file. Is the file on your page, Lenisa? If not, I'll add it. I'll add it.
Sorry, I'm monitoring some others. Okay, say that to me again. Ask me that question
Is
again.
is the salon proposal up on your page? Probably not. I don't think.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
but
you
we
can
can
put it up
make
there.
that happen if we need to.
Yeah,
What needs to be?
absolutely. So pretty much is the salon proposal is because of what we have coming, you guys. I told my team you're gonna want to sign at least one salon, like for real. You're gonna want to sign at least one salon, and that one salon could be a solid 500 plus BV, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000, depending on the type of salon that you're able to land. And then knowing that salon owners look out for each other, that salon may actually bring on other salons. So I'm going to tell you guys, if you do not have one, you're going to want at least one salon. And so the proposal kind of takes them through what we have right now. But then it'll also set up what is coming. And I'm telling y'all what is coming. The crazy part about it, y'all, and I won't go into details, but the crazy part about what is coming is I did not know whether I would want to use it. And I'm just gonna be blatantly honest. Because I am black. Okay? And all products are not created equal. And I'm all black hair products ain't created equal. Let's just be honest, all right? We all know that. And we also know what works on my hair may not work on yours or whatever. But I will tell you guys that these products that are coming are top tier. Like I cannot wait to exude to you guys my how I experience them. So when I tell y'all you want to find a salon, find a salon. I don't care if you got to pick a day and then go salon to salon to salon and pack your lunch. Or go on your lunch if you work in a full-time job, or go after you get off lunch, or go on Saturday and just go to all the barbershops or whatever, or set up appointments, right? Just go in and show and be like, hey, I want to drop this salon proposal off to you. I'll check in with you on Monday, because most barbers and most beauty salon owners are they're off on Monday. So hey, just like, let me drop this off and let you look over it. And then I know for me personally, I am looking to sign multiple salons, not the business owner. I don't want the person. I want the freaking salon. Okay, I want the one who has the business credit card that can go ahead and order 100 bottles. That's what I want. I want you. I don't want the owner. I want the business. And so I am going to encourage y'all to do that. But on the flip side, we still like to change people's lives, but there is a way to incorporate the having these businesses that are a part that and y'all saw a post on Facebook today about a business who was it was a cooking business. I think it's a food business, and they put out there like we're struggling. And so if you would share this post, there are businesses that are struggling, y'all, like big time. And we have the answer. There are people struggling, and we have the answer. And I always need people to understand that your struggle has nothing to do with helping people. And once you grasp that, you can go to the next level. Your struggle has nothing to do with the opportunity that you have in front of you. No matter what your struggle is, a lot of times our struggle is due to bad habits. A lot of times our struggle is due to our growing pains, our need to grow. That's a lot of times what our struggle has to do with. It has nothing to do with the opportunity. And so I would love for everybody to get into this place where you know, like, I'm about to go regardless, and I'm going to offer this opportunity to as many people as I can, black and white. And if you're not ready for the opportunity, guess what? That's fine. Let's start you as a customer. And starting on one product is okay. Starting people on just wraps is okay. Now, of course, we know our products work synergistically, so we want them to be on multiple products, but stop being afraid to sign a one product person. And then guess what? If that person only can afford one product, what can you do? You can have them actually have a party for you, or a webinar, right? Have them have a party for you, and then offer them free products. You can do, hey, listen, and you don't have to. I think we minimize the value of what we can give. Baby, I would give a green sample so fast. Y'all did parties and you did not get a free wrap unless 5 people wrapped at your party. What you talking about? You ain't getting a free, I gotta pay for my gas. And gas wasn't even that high back then as it is now. You get $5 off for each person who raps. So guess what? It's your job to get them to rap. If not, you finna pay $25 for this rap. All right, won't he do it? You can get a sample of these greens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you. But if it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if they sign up as customers or whatever, it would be great to give them a wrap. But I'm just saying, like, I put myself in that position. But how many of y'all are really willing to get out there and be in people's faces and actually build your business? That's another thing. Actually building your business. So I want to offer up the advice of creating a list, but you should already have one. You should already have a list. Y'all know that, right? Like, you should have a list of, and I'm gonna say this as somebody who used Facebook as my list. Anybody drop me in the comments? Facebook was my list. Like, what you mean? Like, I got Facebook. That's my list. No, you need to actually write out a list, y'all. And you can do a Perks members and a potential distributor list. You should just write their names down. There's something so special. Another thing I was listening to is that you should write everything down. Why? Because you need the space in your head. Do y'all know that writing things down frees up space in your head? So you need to start writing things down. So tonight, y'all, I want y'all to get a piece of paper. Actually, don't get a piece of paper. I need you to get a notebook. The notebook that you're taking to Green Carpet. And I need you to have one page that have Perks member names and then another page that has just potential distributors. And I need you to exhaust this list. Like, just keep writing the names down. You talk to somebody because you do a host a post. Write every one of those people's names down. And that's how you're going to water the seeds that you have. So, y'all, and listen, people on your pages should know who you are. And what does that mean? What does that mean for people to know who you are? How many of y'all don't go live? I think we talked about this last time. Did we talk about this? Y'all should be going live. You should share your face in your stories because people buy people, not product. Do y'all know I'm so sick of that double good popcorn? Can I just tell y'all that? Don't send me no doggone link for no more freaking popcorn. But do y'all know my little cousin just sent us a link attached with his picture, and don't get him to calling people because baby Jace will talk you up. He will be like, yeah, I need you to buy this popcorn because look Rachel, like, listen, we going to the championship, and like, he gonna talk me up. Where is your talk up game? What is your talk up game? I think people fall so much into their need that they forget to have fun. It's fun to win. It's fun to hit goals. You attach your need and desire so much to it that you take the fun out of it. When do you get back to the spirit of winning? When do you get to the spirit of being strategic enough to figure it out? I promise you that's where freedom is. The place of freedom, the place of abundance is when you're willing to navigate the system and find the win. It's exciting. I interviewed my girl Rose on my page. It's exciting to turn a no to a yes. It's exciting. But if you don't get good enough, you ain't never going to change it. How do you get good enough? You got to keep going. You got to talk to more people. You got to try something different. Listen, I'll be on the call, be like, all right, yeah, so this. And then the next call, I'll be like, oh, that didn't work. All right, so on this call, we're going to try this. Like, you got to get better. That's how it gets. And the way you get better is by repetition. So anybody have anything that they want to share they're excited about when it comes to green carpet? Lenicia, you got final words? Welcome, Trinette.
I'm sending out these. You should be getting your salon stuff. I'm sending them out to
Faith, did you have something? But where you at? I see you unmuted. Oh, that's not Faith. That's... Hey, it's good to see you.
Hey,
Hey.
hey. I just want to say about the events there that you just have to just go to as many events like as possible. I unfortunately can't make this one because I'll be in Europe, but I still will take action no matter what, because you don't have to feel like good to act on anything. You just gotta go, because we're all 24 hours in a day, and that's that.
Period. Okay. Yes, and I love seeing you at events. So you definitely will be missed. You just gotta go. I felt that. You just gotta go. So now is the time, y'all. Like, now is the time. Like, now is the time. People, it's crazy because I was telling my team, I said, and I'm gonna get off here because I know time is. I was telling my team, drop a 1 in the comments if you missed a double good bonus from conference and you pissed about it. How many of y'all missed a double good bonus from conference and you pissed about it? How many of y'all pissed? How mad are you? Be mad enough to do something about it. I'm telling you that bonuses are coming. You have 7 days. I'm telling you. 7 days. What can you do in 7 days? Well, God created the world, the heavens and the earth, okay? In 7 days, okay? Well, he did that actually in a day. But I'm just saying, you got 7. What massive action are you about to take? What are you going to do? I always tell people, like, what does it look like to keep your cup overflowing when you hop off of things like this? When you leave the disconnection, like when you disconnect, how do you still stay connected? And I'm going to say this, and I don't care because it works, can't fire me. So let me tell y'all this, and then we finna go, okay? All right, Robin. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. What y'all need to do, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it. And if y'all can tell, I could care less. Let me just say that. Let me tell you that. Riddle me that. What y'all need to do is unfollow all them doggone trainings, unfollow that page, and get to work. You don't need another training, okay? What you need to train is signing up people and doing presentations. That's what you need to train. And I'm being dead serious. Unfollow the doggone page and get to work. I'm serious. Like, the trainings are an excuse not to work. The trainings are, it's an excuse. So unless it's on your schedule to go in there, get your boost of ammunition and get to work, that should not be, you shouldn't be training instead of working. The work comes before the training because ain't nothing to train about. If you are not inputting things into the system, why do you need to train? You don't need to train about another product. Go on your website, copy and paste it. Go on your website and read it. You can literally be on the phone with a customer and read it. That is the beauty of what we do. People want to know that they can do it too. That's the art of duplication. If you know everything, then guess what? They gonna think they gotta need a freaking degree to do the business. But if they know they just have to read it in order to help somebody, they believe that they can do it too. And so put your head down, put your goals out there, because somebody's going to get off this Zoom and say, you know what, I got one distributor right now, but I want to go diamond. Why? Because my kids need it. Why? Because it's my season. Why? Because I need to pay off debt. Why? Because I'm worth this. Why? Because it's my time. Like, what you mean? Like, it's my time to go diamond. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to build the relationships. I'm going to get better. I'm going to go above and beyond. I'm going to make the phone calls. I'm going to sit on the phone with one person and exhaust their entire hundreds list. Even though we may have a party, there's something special about that individual call. If somebody calls me and says, like, let me tell you, for example, with Jace, my little cousin, who with this little popcorn. Now I'm gonna buy the popcorn. However, if he would have freaking called me, bruh, Jace probably could have got me to spend $100. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? But I could slide with just one bag of popcorn because he didn't call me. But if he called me, and he'd be like, look, Rachel, I need about just 3 more orders. And he do sound like that in real life. I'm bringing out laughing. I just need about 3 more orders, right? 3 more. You think you can do the 3 for me? I be like, and I'm trying to win. That's where he is. I'm trying to win. How many of y'all trying to actually win? Tell people I'm trying to win. This is actually, for me, like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is my income. There is no extra. This is my income. So when you step into my office, I don't have time. This is not for play. And I told somebody, I think she's actually on here, I'm not sure, but she's on this diamond run. So she's on my 2.0. She's in the diamond spot. She made the decision to say yes to the spot. So guess what? She's getting diamond treatment. And I said to her, and I know I've been harsh, and I praise God that she ain't ran from me just yet, but I've been very straightforward with her. Baby, that's a waste of time. We don't have time to entertain that. That is not going to give you any results. And so what things are you giving entertainment that gets you no results? What are the beliefs that are getting you no results? What are the people that are getting you no results? Today's the day to make the change. So I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to give you the freedom. Listen, and I bet you will feel free. If you know what time the calls are, you have the calendar. So go during the times of the calls, but all that other stuff as needed. It's called a search box on there, as needed. And get to work. Let's get to work, man. Let's get to work. Like, there is so much money that is about to come out, and I'm going to need you to say my name is on it. How about that? Drop that in the comments. My name is on it. Because my name is on it. My name is on it.
Can I say this? Let's do this. Let's do this. Can we make a commitment on this call right now? How many days we got before green carpet? How many days? 7 days? Okay, 7 times 5 is what? How much?
35.
35. I need everybody to have at least 35 names in their funnel by conference. So what does that mean? I need you passing or passing your business card to 5 people. Talking or passing your business card to 5 people a day. So by green carpet, you will have 35 people in but for those that do host to post and you're doing 100 messaging a day, I know it's not going to be hard for you to do 10 people that you reach out to, that you align with, So that means you're going to take time to look at their profiles and see and develop relationships. 10 people a day that you strategically go and befriend. And by the time we get there, 10 times 7 is what? That's 70 names. That's the challenge. Who's in? Put your name in the chat if you're in. Put your name in the chat if you're in. Put your name in the chat if you're in. Put your name in the chat if you're in. Put your name in the chat if you're in. Put the name in the chat if you're in. See, we're not going to talk about it anymore. We're not going to talk about it. Rachel, this is being recorded, so lock these names down. I am tired of people talking about it. What Rachel is basically saying, guys, and I'm teaching this in the Ruby class, we're looking for knowledge. Y'all looking for knowledge. As God said, get knowledge, understanding, and what wisdom? Knowledge. Y'all got knowledge, all information, everything. When you started, you got plenty of information. So don't think you don't have the information. The information is there. Now, here's the next thing. He said, once you get knowledge, you need to get understanding. Understanding is what? Comprehension. Now, some of y'all may not comprehend the information that you've gotten because you were onboarded wrong. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Because if somebody just threw you a board and said, go do it, without seeing who you are as a person and helping you understand the simple steps, keyword simple step. If they gave you a lot of little steps and you still don't understand it, you may be frustrated right now. Okay? But if that's not you, what do I need you doing? And now, hold on. I got my Uber Eats that just came in. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. Right in the middle of this. Hold on.
So while she's grabbing that, because we definitely want to hear what it is that she has to say. But that's good, y'all. That's good. I just want to tell y'all you were made for such a time as this. She's back.
Okay. And so understanding. So you get with the comprehension. So again, some of y'all may not have the comprehension, but most of y'all have the comprehension. So what Rachel is saying, stop getting stuck on knowledge and understanding. We're at a point called wisdom. Wisdom is a what? Move. Wisdom said, now I got to apply what I've learned. Get up, apply it. That's what Rachel is saying. Get up and apply it. So if you put your name in the chat, I need you to get up and apply it. You don't need no more training. You got it. The answer is within. You got it, but you got to lead with what? Your story. Rachel, that's it for me.
That's good. Lead with your story. Lead with your story. That's good. Yes. All right. Awesome. Awesome. We'll have to save that for another time, Marissa. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, we'll have to definitely dive into that. But honestly, I want to tell y'all, I shared Invictus with my son tonight. If you've never read the Invictus poem, you're the master of your fate. You are the captain of your ship. You really are. I promise you. And so you have to take back control. And so if y'all ain't read Eric Thomas UOU, that's on the agenda. Go, as you're adding those names, make sure you read that book. All right, we're going to have my chaplain close us out in prayer and get us prepared for green carpet. It's going to be so good, y'all. And we might do an end of the month shindig because it's going to be good. So we might do it after green carpet Zoom too. It was nice hanging with y'all. Thanks for coming to see me.
God, we love you. God, we honor you. God, we lift you up. We exalt you, God. We're just so grateful for who you are, what you're doing, how you're just moving throughout our businesses and our lives, God. We just love you this evening, God. We just appreciate you, God. We just want to sit and say thank you, God. Before we ask for anything, before we seek anything else, God, we say thank you for what you've already done, God. We appreciate you for blessing us with Rachel as she continues to pour out into us and have us elevate to a level of excellence, God. Anything that's in us that is not like you, we ask that you take it out right now, God. As we go forward and as we put in our minds to be determined, as we put in our minds to be focused, as we put in our minds to be clear on our goals and our visions and our dreams, and we work towards them, God, we ask that you be with us. You dwell in us, God. You put all the connections, let them be divine, God. Send us nobody but who you sent us, God. Anybody that is not of you, God, we don't want them, God. If they're not supposed to be on our team, if we're not supposed to connect with them, God, give us discernment to know, give us the wisdom to know the difference, God. We just thank you in advance for the promotions. We thank you in advance for the elevation. We thank you in advance for the new business partners, the new perks members, God. We just are excited for what you're about to do. And God, we're going to put work behind our faith, God, and know that you are the great I am, and there's nothing that we can accomplish. There's nothing that we cannot accomplish with you, God. And so we just say thank you in advance, God. We thank you for just safe traveling mercy as people fly in and drive in, going to green carpet, God. We ask that you bless the event, bless the company, bless us indeed, God. And we just thank you. We're going forth with excitement, with expectation, looking forward to the overflow and the abundance. And we just thank you in advance. Thank you, God. Amen.
Amen.
Guys, have a blessed week.
Bye.